What's up, guys? I'm going to show you 3 quick tips to take your Elite Sharpener to the next level. First up, if you didn't know, the rear pulley can be positioned in one of 2 places. It comes stock in the farthest back location, which allows for some slack for a strong convex edge. If you want a more flat grind, you can move the pulley to the front position with a simple Allen key. Someone asked in a YouTube comment the other day if they could add metal to this back plate so there wasn't as much slack between the belt and the plate. I'll show you. So there's a fine gap which allows the belt to spin freely around the sharpener without resistance. There's no harm in putting some material back here to create a tight fit or to reduce the gap, and that allows for more precise grinding if you're trying to get a sharp 90-degree grind on a piece of metal or the spine of a knife. I've seen people use this to flatten the back of a knife or to reprofile because this is not a slack belt section like the other portions of the belt are. What I recommend is using a few pieces of leather from our guided field sharpener leather strop replacement kit. These are $7 on our website, and they have adhesive already on the back. I trimmed this one to size, but you'll want to cut off about 1 inch or just a little bit more. Two of the leather strop replacement pieces fit perfectly widthwise across that plate, and they'll tighten up that gap so it's a flush fit. When I put the belt back on, you can see that the gap goes away. And it's a snug finish, ready for grinding projects. I really like the density of the leather on this plate. It's not as hard as grinding straight onto a metal-backed belt, but it's not squishy. The last tip I have is the little known fact that we offer a stiff belt kit for the blade grinding attachment, or the Elite Sharpener. Rather than the original belts that come with the sharpener that have a good amount of flex to them, we offer a kit that has almost no flex, which I really like for sharpening knives like a Wharncliffe or other straight-edged knives. They also make very quick work of reprofiling or reshaping knife blade shapes. The 6 belts range from X5, which is a fine belt, X22, which is a little more coarse, and progressing up to an ultra coarse, which steps it up to X200. The stiff belts do an excellent job sharpening flat blades like a Wharncliffe or a sheep's foot style blade, and even some Tonto blades, which have totally flat sections. The stiff belts also do a great job with repairing broken tips or damage to a knife, because if you're spending time grinding in one place, it's spreading that sharpening out across, the full width of the belt, the 1 inch. That allows you to be more consistent and mimic the existing blade shape of the knife you're changing the profile of. Let me show you how I would sharpen this knife on the stiff belt kit. I'm going to start with the X65 belt. There's no need to go coarser than that. We're just setting an edge back on this Gerber. There's no major damage. The stiff belts remove a little bit more material for their comparable grit than the normal belts do. They're a little bit more stiff, so they don't flex as much, and thus they remove material a little bit quicker. Keep that in mind as you're sharpening. There's no need to go heavy-handed or lean into this. The belt does a lot of the work, and it's a very stable sharpening process. I've got my sharpener set to 20 degrees. I'll power on. I'll make a few quick passes on one side to raise a burr, inspect the edge, and then I'll progress down. When I'm done, I'm left with a razor sharp and perfectly flat edge, just like I want it, ready to carry for everyday use. Perfect, ready to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the tips I shared. If you have other questions, let us know in the comments down below. We'll see you next week back here in the workshop.